Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final game of the day. Welcome back to the Bet.net Challenger Series. It's time to get into Fragsters versus Epsilon. I said before we went to break that this is a very important game, and a very important game it is. Right now, neither squad are in the top four that they need to be in to go to the playoff bracket. So, a victory here would be quite nice. Fragsters will put themselves in contention because they'll tie themselves up with Valiant and Godsent, both at 5 wins apiece. And Epsilon currently are sitting at only 3 wins. So they really are running out of chances to get themselves up the ladder, up into that top 4 and into the playoff bracket. So Train will be the battleground, a relatively inexperienced map for the likes of Epsilon. They've only played it once in the last 3 months ever since this lineup did form. So this will be a very interesting time. I feel like Fragsters may have the edge in this case, but we'll find out whether that will be the case, whether Big Daddy Smoo and Mandem Cosmine will have their chances to start shine as these stars in this particular game. The Knife Round is ready to go live. I'm Switchblade J. I'm your commentator. I am the man that will be taking you through this final best of one for the Knights here. Knife Round ready to go live. Let's see who gets the choice of sides. Of course, coached off by Kita. Carlson holding out for the Fragsters side. Of course, Fragsters would love to start things off on their CT side. And the one map that Epsilon have played, they were known to be T-side dominant above Quantum Bellator Fire, who they took the victory over. That was the one time they did play it. In this case, it will be Fragsters to get their choice to start, and they will start things off on CT. Making a lot of sense here. And they are ready to go just as quickly. Epsilon going to walk their way through this one. You can see that Smooya and Surreal not moving at all. Thinking about their standing, thinking about their strategy. Last chance to get themselves prepared before they go to battle against the Danish squad, who so far have shown quite a lot of promise, as a lot of Danish teams tend to do so. Obviously, one of the richest scenes in all of Counter-Strike is the Danish scene. So Fragsters, many people expect great things out of them, but many people also expect great things out of Epsilon. Let's see who has the more potential here. The pistol round ready to go live. Fragsters, of course, on the CT side. Epsilon on their T side start as well. The Kevlar coming out. Looking for a defuse kit, hopefully, for Fragsters. And yet, Torbeni then will have it for him. The Ninja setup with the smoke as well. Robin is playing support here for Epsilon. He's passed off P250 to Smooya to play Raid Boss in this next map. In this pistol round. Yeah, Epsilon have 2 Brits, Smooya and Surreal. Fun fact, Robin and Cosmine are not British, but they've been living in the UK for a while, and they've been part of the UK scene. So, for all intents and purposes, this is a UK CS lineup. Straight in towards the bomb site, they're going to go straight in. The bomb plant refresh down. Frags around in favour. Cosmine trying to see if he can take down Stavin. Oh, Torbeni then gets 2 headshots back away. Smooth with a quick trade, however. Dragonfly picks off Robin back to the 2 versus 2 suddenly. It goes from a very easy round to not being very good at all for Epsilon, but Smooth just picked things back. 2 frags to his favour. Dragonfly is alone. Trying to make his way out towards the bomb plant. He knows and sees where it is, but no defuse kit has been dropped by Torbeni then well back away. 1 versus 2 situation, and Surreal will pick off Dragonfly to bring the pistol to the favour of Epsilon. Robin's never lived in the UK, really? Ah, well, I thought he did. I know he's been competing in the UK scene for a while. So I just assumed he's been living in the UK for a while as well. Never mind. Bottom line is that 4 of the players, and as someone points out, the coach, are from the UK scene background. Oh, you flew back to Sweden. Okay, that makes a lot of sense then. Fair enough. 2-for-1 trade. Smooya getting 2 frags. T-Sack with the MAC-10. Bringing down one, getting $600. Getting the bomb plant as well for his squad, Epsilon. Against Torbeniaden and Refresh now. Torbeniaden making his way out towards a 1. Tapped up by Smooya. Refresh is alone now. 1 versus 4. Out towards the apartments, there's very little that he can do this CZ. Could pick off 1 frag, but I have a doubt he'll be able to get all 4 players back. Not even a defuse kit, so not enough time to retake together. This should be a 2-0 start for Epsilon Esports. And Robin is ready to cut him off back here towards Deacon. Waiting for the peek, waiting for the headshot. Won't be presented to him, so the T-side will just get themselves back through Pop Dog, back out of dodge. A relatively comfortable start here from the Epsilon squad. CT side on Eco now, just this CZ passed off to Stavin. Refresh is going to get the MAC-10 in play, however. Oh, some good money. If he can get a frag, that'd be alright, but he's got head armor in this round. That's not going to be very useful to him at all. The firepower of Epsilon should just be able to outpace Fragsters relatively easily here. And indeed they will. Smooya, aggressive, takes the first and the second. Bubsky does get Surreal back at least, and there is a MAC-10 to play with on his part, but he's about to run straight in to Smooya himself. 3K. And Robin, also on top of Green Train, looking for Stavin. Looking for his frag in this round, and he will find it in hole. It's all Refresh now, the last man left. 1v4. Sprayed down by the AK. Able to put the MAC-10 to good effect, and it will be a 3-0 start for Epsilon. Taking the pistol and conversions relatively comfortably. And now having the face-up against the buy-up here of Fragsters. The AWP is out for Dragonfly. There is no head armor except for Bubsky. Could have saved that extra bit of money for another flashbang. Or a HE grenade, I believe. But no. Good defending against T-Sac at least. They've got the MAC-10 there. The headshot on that particular weapon won't come into effect against Bubsky, but the chances of him running into that weapon is 1 in 5. So playing in towards Pop Dog, expecting him to come rushing down. Actually, that MAC-10 could very well walk into him. Look at T-Sac's positioning. He rotates back, tries to get Pop Dog control. That's going to be a problem. Meanwhile, on the Epsilon side, the setup's looking like the AWP for Smooya. We know what he's capable of. Let's see if he can put that mobility style into effect. Currently, he is playing out towards T-Con. So we're going to get the opening frag. Epsilon also have control of Ivy for the most part. Not challenged by any CT, so yeah. Smooya's looking for Bubsky, looking for one of these players here out behind the trains. 50 seconds remaining. Straight out from Bubsky. Does catch a bit of Smooya, only a little bit, but not a frag. And no frags have gone to the favour of anyone just yet. They do have to amount to a push now. And Refresh is going to shut it down. Lo and behold, the headshots don't ring true. And he'll take himself Robin and T-Sac. 2-for-1 traders. Surreal takes out Stavin back towards Ivy. Still 4 players to find on the Fragster side, and Surreal is so low. Refresh is even higher than him. Meanwhile, Smooya getting picked off by Dragonflies. Or Cosme falling hand to Bubsky. That's the bomb as well. And Surreal, there is surely nothing that he can do from this point. 4 players staying alive for Fragsters as they lock out the defensive clean. And the first pistol, and the first round, sorry, will go to the favour of the CT side. Up, out for both squads again. Epsilon going to force play back into this one. Up out for Smooya once again. The 4 AKs in play, and the AWP Dragonfly Doing extremely well. T-Sack. Everybody else is trying to creep around their various parts of the map, trying to find someone here. Ooh, good angle from Smooth. Unfortunately, no one is there. It's a very, very small margin of hope for these guys, for Smooth in particular. But maybe not so for the Ivy guys. Surreal completely fully blind, spraying down Stavin, and Stavin walks right back into it, shut down by the spray. Meanwhile, Cosmine, over-aggressive back in towards the A site, shutting down on Bubsky, traded back by Robin very quickly. 2 for 1, favor to Epsilon once again, 4 versus 3. Robin's low. And T-Sack's down, it's another opportunity, but Robin's still fragging, taking refresh back out. The AWP still in play for both sides. And still the even man advantage to Benny. Then needs to be careful about how he creeps around. He knows they're towards Ivy. Does he realise this? Can he get the flank together? Will he try and hold them off and suppress them from this angle? They could do it here. They eventually will wrap back around, try to see if they can look into a 1. Catch a good glimpse of one of these guys. Robin's boosted Smooth up, waiting for Tobeni. Then switches his weapon at the wrong time. Until Benny, then the timing is just perfect. He shuts him down. It's all Smooth now. The AWP, Molotov from one side, suppressed on the other by Dragonfly. Actually baits out the shot, trying to make his way on towards the site, but Tobeni then is there from the other side. And very, very poor timing from Robin. Unfortunately, leaves Epsilon only up by 1 round now. Epsilon have played train with this lineup, by the way. They played it once against Quantum Bellator Fire. They won it 16-5. The Eagles PT-50 is out for Epsilon. They're on the eco now. No armor, no utility. Easy picks will come through for the SMGs and the rifle. Dragonfly and Stavin, double up setup. Cleaning things up. A 2 versus 5 situation. Make it just 1. As T-Sack is the last man left. The P250 and a dream. Good think on Bubsky, but unfortunately unable to do much more than that. 3 for 3 now. It's Fragsters even up against Epsilon's T-side. They got the AKs to go with here now. I'm going to buy back with the 3 rounds of lost bonus they have available to them. I think Smooth has been dropped an AWP. Guns have been dropped around. What's available for him right now? Okay, the AWP is there. Good. All right. So full on buy for Epsilon. Smooth is going to try see if he can get aggressive and take down the AWP of Stavin here for Fragsters. Slow peek. Good flash actually allows Smooth control. Stavin's going to get spotted as well. He's just slowly, surely taking pixel per pixel. Trying to find this one frag on this lone CT player. He won't give it up. Stavin knows that he's lost his position. He realizes that may have already gained control of Ivy. And he actually does peek out, take down Surreal as they overextend a little bit. Dragonfly towards the other side with his other AWP. Can't connect it on Cosmine, so gets out of dodge with a little bit of damage, but no frag to the favor of Epsilon. It's completely untraded by the T side so far. 60 seconds remain. The bomb will rotate on the back of Cosmine. Back towards T-Con. Actually drops it towards Dumpster. For some other T-side player to pick it up. He's going to keep this hold of Ivy in check. Meanwhile, Robin's going to peek out from Olaf. Bubsky's going to shut him down. And Fragsters looking for easy control here of this CT side. They've locked down the A aggression here from Epsilon. Very little out towards B site, but maybe they may be wrapping up right here. T-Sack drops down into Pop Dog. Never mind. Refresh needs 2 bullets to take his head off his shoulders. And Epsilon, as a result, will just back off and save these 2 guns. There isn't really much of an opportunity. They've just been picked apart in their hunt for map control. Fragsters have just done it right here. Taking control of the scoreline, taking control of the lead with the CT Danes. 4-3 favour to Fragsters. Epsilon and 4 rounds of lost bonus as well with this save. Could justify a force buy around it. The money line's not looking great for it. They could get some UMPs out, but don't imagine much utility. Don't imagine much force here from Epsilon. They will go with a CZ Kevlar on Robin and Surreal, a flashbang for Robin as well. And T-Sack is not going to invest. Okay, he does get out the CZ and a little bit of utility. That is all that Epsilon can amount for right here. Going to this one, the bomb on the back. Well, it was on the back of Robin. The answer was Pop Dog. Smoothie with the AWP does catch refresh. That's a great start. Now the rest of the weapons have to amount to something right here. Smoothie is going to be forced to back right off, and indeed he will do so. Alongside Robin picking up the bomb, they found the first frag towards A, and meanwhile Surreal is going to take down Dorbeniadin. Getting caught off guard, going aggressive. That's one M4 now to the favour of Epsilon, a 3B bomb site. Dragonfly has rotated, is trying to lock it out. Stavin also with the AWP back towards Connector. And Dragonfly is getting up close and personal against them. Caught off by Surreal, who turns on for the double kill. Smoothie to steal it away in the end. But it's a 1 versus 5 as Epsilon, clinical on this half-buy around the AWP and the AK, will be able to secure a 4th round towards their favour. It's Cosme to pick up Bubsky as well. And equalising the scoreline will the Epsilon side. One more buyback from Fragsters though. The economy is starting to level out for it. Double AWPs coming out again from the T side. This is very awkward here for Epsilon. I don't know why they go for this. I think they had 3 AWPs earlier, but now they got 2, and it's just not a standard T side setup. For Smoothie, I can understand him bringing an AWP on the T side, but for Surreal, there's a lot more of like a tank cannon. Meanwhile, Cosme's going to get shot down by Refresh once again, going for that Pop Dog control. He's so effective at this. And Stavin has a great flick on Robin. Smoothie spotting out one more man, does pick him back off, so drops one of the AWPs that are in play for the CT side. 2-for-1 trade. Smoothie is going to get caught off guard by Bubsky, meanwhile, as he flashes his way back out towards Olaf corner. A 2 versus 4. Favour once again to Fragsters. Epsilon have fallen to pieces once again. Both AWPs out of play. 2 AKs for Surreal and T-Sack. Good catch Bubsky off guard, and Surreal manically spraying. Can't get the full frag. Bubsky tagged up through the wall as well. Grabs this AWP of Smoothie. He's now got the second one back in play. Fully blind. Connects on Surreal. Dragonfly from the other side. Shuts down T-Sack. And it's as easy as that for Fragsters. Once again, resetting the Epsilon side, giving them nothing to work with. This is going to be a pause out now from Epsilon. I assume this is tactical in nature. Surely it must be. No, it was a technical pause. Never mind. Okay. Ah, there we are. That makes sense. So Keita back on that BT internet. Unfortunately, losing connection for a couple of seconds. But he's here. Epsilon, unfortunately, are not. Cosme with armor and a CZ. Deagle's PT50 is out for the rest of the T-side players, but this is an eco. This should get picked apart relatively easily by these rifles. Dragonfly, the first man, taking out Robin. Refresh turn on the Smoothie. T-Sack, don't go down, Pop Dog. For the love of God, please don't. Dragonfly will get Surreal, meanwhile, and Cosme's going to peek up from the Ivy position. They get caught off guard. Dragonfly's going to peek it from the other side. We'll take him down for it. It's all up to T-Sack. And he'll lose to Refresh once again. I hope Epsilon is starting to get the message right now. Just don't go pop. Just don't go pop. Right now, Refresh is a god in that particular position. All pack for Smoothie, AKs in play for the T, so they're all stacking in towards Tico, and they're going to go fast into the A bomb site. Bubsky spray down by Cosme through the smoke. Good start here for the T-side. Stavin's trying to get a good backstep against them, but no one's hold back. They're just going to go aggressive and go straight in towards the site. Refresh is still here on the site. He takes on 2 frags before getting traded back by Surreal to the 3 versus 3. A bomb is yet to get planted, but it will go down eventually. Incendiary's down. Surreal towards the corner of the site, and he will get the plant. Top Benedict can't get the shots underneath the train, so it will be retake up for Fragsters now. 3 versus 3. Benedict still looking for whatever he can. Locked out by Smooya from T-Con, and Smooya is never going to miss a shot like that. Dragonfly will trade back Surreal, but not before Cosmin can take Stavin out. And it leaves Dragonfly with this AWP as the last man left, trying to find Smooya. Cosmin holding down the site, will spot him, take his head off his shoulders. And that will be another Epsilon round. Another Epsilon. Oh my god, it's been a long day. I apologise for my English this evening. It's not been the best. This has been a decent map, actually, from both sides. Epsilon starting to find some ground back away from Fragsters. Once again, Epsilon going to set themselves up for a quick hit back into the site. Refresh will... oh my god. Refresh would take down Cosmin to kick things off for the CTs. Dragonfly going to go aggress with the AWP. Stavin's had to back him up from the other side on IVA 1 position. Epsilon have lost their first man. Cosmin down. Early to refresh. Bomb's going to make his way into Brown Halls on Robin. T-side of Epsilon looking to go straight in towards this B site. They've got to deal with Torbeniaden and Dragonfly. Smoke to cover them off. Torbeniaden back behind the tracks of Red Train. So we'll peek up as a result. They'll slowly go for this one. Epsilon gaining control of the bomb train room. T-Sac takes out Dragonfly. Torbeniaden lines up 2 though. Looks for his start on Smooya. Can't quite line it up. Surreal will get aggressive and shut them down. Cut off the Z connector rotation. Incendiary is going together to try and stall it for a couple extra seconds, but Smooya's got to get this bomb down. 3 versus 2 situation. Favour to Fragsters. And meanwhile, Bobsky is going to go in for the backstab around the back of Brown Halls. I don't think Smooya or Surreal are expecting this. Refresh. Definitely going to trust him. Surreal takes him down as well up to Smooya. 1 versus 2. He's going to get spotted by Bobsky. Unfortunately, Bobsky will connect the kill. And will connect the 7th round here for Fragsters, as they retain their lead above Epsilon Esports. No money. Not much money in the banks here for Epsilon at the moment. CZ's out. A couple of Glocks coming out here as well for the T side. Cosmin with a Kevlar helmet. Actually, Epsilon will go in for a bit of a quasi-bite. Single round loss bonus. Second round, I think they may just about have enough to force the issue. Just doing quick maths in my head. Flashbangs over. Bubsky's ready and waiting. It's refresh. Gets himself 1, 2, 3, and 4 frags. Robin, the last man left. Back behind Green Train. Has got himself an M4. And does take Stavin out at the very least. Refresh is low. So this could be a second frag. Robin can do this. This will be some pretty decent damage done actually to the CT side. And considering that this is a quasi-eco, it'll be pretty damn decent for him. Peeks around. Takes Refresh out. But Tordenia eventually finds the frag. Double ults will stay in play for Fragsters. But damage done to the economy still puts Epsilon in a decent shout. AK's coming out. Surreal and Cosmin. T-Sac and Robin will follow suit. Smooya can't get his AWP out in this one, so it should just be the AKs. Full sets of Kevlar helmets and a decent set of utility as well for this T-side. Not full sets. Only 2 players have those out, but 6 flashbangs, 2 smokes, and 2 molotovs should just about be enough to get themselves set up for executions and default sets. We're not for long on the default sets, but Dragonfly Almost fell victim to their aggressive peaks once again. Actually, there may still be a chance. Cosmin does take him out before Dolbeni then gets a quick trade. 4 versus 4, and Robin and Co will start to move up forward. Dolbeni then takes down Surreal. Once again, Robin's going to line up 2, but only gets the 1 trade. Refresh alone on the site. Backup is on its way, but it is suppressed back here with the T's getting over aggressive, and Smooya may be able to catch one of these players off guard. He's looking for Refresh's head. He's going to find it in hole. 2 versus 2. The bomb should get planted, but once again, Bubsky is up on the backstab. Smooya surely must be able to account for this alongside T-Sack. Gonna move out together. Bubsky spotting his teammate and now spotting the bomb. Knows it's for default, but no one's there to cover it off. They're both hunting down this AWP, and Bubsky will aggress for it. Take down T-Sack. Smooya, the last man left. Gonna smoke himself down, get the AK. He's got to go running for this. Bubsky stuck it. Bubsky's gonna take himself off, but he will be able to get the frag regardless. Defuse kit for Stavin, but Bubsky's got enough time to get this defuse. And it will be 9-5 to the favour of Fragsters. Epsilon have been unable to get started on this T side. Now able to hold their own on this T side. Reset several different times in a row. 3 rounds of lost bonus plus that bomb plant with the buy in the last round means that they can afford to rebuy here. I don't think Surreal's got a rifle, unfortunately, so it will just be the deagle for him. 4 AKs in play here for the T side. I'm going to go for the fast play once again. It has been relatively successful, but Smooya is all on his own and no backup there to support him. Refresh connects 2 as T-Sack and Smooya pour out of connector. Robin and Cosby will get the trades back 3 versus 3. They got 2 AWPs and an M4 to be dealing with right now. Can they hold off against them is the question. Minute 20. Shots come through. Dragonfly with the AWP. Spots him. And takes down Robin. Surreal meanwhile getting himself back behind Green Train. Takes Dragonfly back for a quick trade. A refrag together. Torbenny then still here towards connector. Taking it all and leaving it all on Surreal. 1 minute to go. I'll find both these frags. Oh, does he spot Staffin? Spots his feet. Fires away. This is Achilles' heel. Might get a good grenade onto his position as well. There's a 5 points of damage, but unfortunately not enough to get the frag. And in the last round of the half, it will be Fragsters to win out 10-5 to Benny Eden. With the final frag. So, pretty crucial pistol round again for Epsilon. As I was saying, they kind of do need to win out this map. Both sides need to win out this map. Fragsters need to get themselves a couple more wins to make their way into the top 4 versus Epsilon, who are still yet to get anywhere near that top 4. They've been on a bit of a downward spiral. I've got a couple of wins in their last few weeks, but this map is pretty crucial for them. Let's see the pistol victory go to their favour. T-Sat taking point with his P2K. Takes Dragonfly for the first frag. The defuse kit on Surreal is here towards connector, just trying to cut them off. They do rotate back towards Pop Dog. I think he saw all of them, T-Sack. Now the utility will pour through Fragsters. Not going to waste any time with this one. Shots come out. Stavin looking for this lone player back behind the bomb train. He will trade T-Sack back out to the 4 versus 4, and the bomb will get planted. The CTs try and set themselves up for the retake. It's Smooya on the top position in upper. Torbenny then takes him down. Stavin gets one more frag. Surreal with a quick trade. And Robin is alone with Stavin getting 2 headshots. Very, very easy. A 4K for him. Entry and defensive. Locked down by Fragsters. Stavin just on fire today. Well, that 1 round at least. It's Refresh really been the star of the show for Fragsters at the moment. 19 frags for him. Epsilon have their star always shining here. Smooya 14 frags. This is the next man down. Surreal only on 9. Max is going to creep up towards Brownhorse. They're going to go for a very quick hit, it seems, back in towards this site. Robin. CZ in hand, tries to peek up, tries to get some good frags, but unfortunately couldn't do the damage. So look at Bubsky at least. Fall back in time to keep himself in play on this B-side defensive. Gets a good dink from Refresh, but Refresh gets 2 dinks back against Robin and Smurria. Cosbean suppressed. T-Sack on his way. And a Scout and a CZ up against 2 AKs, a Galil and a UMP. I don't expect it to be going very well for them. Let's see what Cosbean can do. Maybe get an exit frag, maybe do some damage against this T-side right now. Sees the flashbang, decides to back off, but the rifles are bearing down on him. Stafford going to take out his own teammate to try and find the frag. Bit keen much. It's Dragonfly with the final there to bring 12 to the favour of Fragsters. And the Eco will be out for the Epsilon CT side. Aggressive peaks coming in already. Stavin will find the first on Cosbean as once again the sheer buying power of Fragsters right now will just be enough to overwhelm Epsilon, it seems. AKs are plenty. Bubsky will get up close with the UMP. Gets taken down by Robin, but takes the kill, no problem. And Refresh connects 2 more back on Spurrier and T-Sack, so all 5 players staying alive. The money line will bolster here for Fragsters. Now they've got to come up against Epsilon's rifle. This may be their last chance on this CT side. Unless they want to force buy back to overtime for 10 rounds clean. Fragsters are on the edge of taking this one over the edge. AK is coming out. The Galil, of course, for Torbeni then. UMP still in play for Dragonflight. FMRs for T-Sec, but everybody else is M4s. And Robin is going to be the first contact, just about backing out. Flashbang's over and Stavin's going to try and peek down. Good lock on, but Bubsky takes Stavin right back out. A little bit of payback for a couple rounds ago, but that may be enough to buy Epsilon's lifeline. 3 versus 3 as the trades come back, and Bubsky is picked off by Cosme as Surreal goes falling. So still all equalized. T-Sack spotting Dragonfly and taking him out of the action. It's all Torbeni then as the last man left here. Smokes, flashbangs, none of those are available. They actually say that and they put one down, so hey-ho. I'm not checking the scoreboard, but Torbeni then still just waiting for the peek on T-Sack. Shuts him down and gets Cosme as well. And TKs or not, Fragsters have their clutch shot. 14 rounds now on the T-side board. Epsilon desperately needed that round right there. But unfortunately, it will not be gifted to them here. Half Quasi from Epsilon, looking for the max loss bonus buy, but from there it has to be straight fire all the way to 15-15. It's a very inexperienced map for these guys. Cosme up close for the Deagle, trying to look for some good heads. So far won't be gifted. Robin also getting aggressive towards the apartments, trying to suppress them, trying to ensure that no one can get out towards the B site, allowing them to stack up A relatively confidently and try and look for frags. 1 minute left to go. Dragonfly is expecting. Oh, good lag on Surreal. He doesn't expect Cosme to be so close when he get these shots on shots. He's just seeing gun barrels. They peek out. Cosme gets Dragonfly, but quick trade back from Stavin. 4 versus 4. Surya drive-by headshot. Looking for Stavin as the next man. Can't quite connect it. Benny then will take him right back out as the trade's just so nicely done here from the T side. I say that. T-Sack is still in the server, and he's got something to say about it. Robin tagging up one more. Suddenly this round becomes very doable for Epsilon. Lots of damage done. These pistols can finish the job. Torbennian creeping up close just below Surreal, but Surreal is going to spot him down, tap his way on through and get the frag. Bomb now on the back of Stavin, but he's gone all the way back towards the B site. One versus 3. Stavin has been spotted out by Robin. Fragsters will concede this round. So Team Ace comes into play here for Epsilon. Very nicely done, actually, all things considered. But an eco round, nonetheless, that goes to their favor and getting thrown one hell of a lifeline here in the CTs. Eight rounds to go to equalize against Fragsters' lead here on the T side. There's one thing I would expect, or I would hope that comes out of a CT side, that would be it. Fragsters winning this next round probably could end off the whole show with a victory to their favour and contention for the top 4 placing in their favour as well. Dragonfly refresh first to get tagged up initially. Good grenade out from Robin, doing damage as well onto Beniden and Bubsky. Not much, but it's still something. And enough to make them concede the first frag. Dragonfly down. We're going to try peek out, take down Bubsky as well. The Molotov going through. Bubsky. Smoke going to extinguish it. Meanwhile, Cole's been up close and personal, dropping refresh, and that is the bomb as well. Don't know if they knew that Epsilon got the aggression out towards the first train. Stavin will jump his way on towards the frag on TSAT, 2 for 1. Again, favour Epsilon. Stavin can still do some serious work here towards Ivy. He's been a monster fragger so far on this T side. Can he do more? On top together, Surreal, flashed out by his teammate, though the timing couldn't be perfect to Stavin. Turns it back to equals. Sorry, back to the man advantage, I should say, for Fragsters. Torbennian takes down Robin as well. As Smooya suddenly is the last man left. A 1 versus 3. Orp in his hand, burning alive. Back towards the connector position. As Frags sit towards the T side. Smooya is left with a defuse kit and a hell of a task. Taking Stavin. Good start. 2 more to find. The Orp looking across as well. Bubsky spots him, takes the pop shot. Smooya knows where he is now. No defuse, no smoke, sorry. He's got the defuse kit, but spots Bubsky, next man tapping it one more time. Taken down by Torbennian, unfortunately. And it looks like Epsilon have been reset once again. And Smooya, you can see it. He is a little bit disappointed about that set of circumstances. M4's brought up by Epsilon, forced by back as well with whatever they can find. TSAT yet to invest. Surreal's got the Deagle Kevlar. Surreal, TSAT going to get the Deagle Kevlar as well, and Cosme with a UMP to be playing with. I have a doubt that they will be able to do much left here, Epsilon. Either they can get good and really, really make this work, else it will be a very ugly time. Bubsky taking out TSAC as the first man into this one. Cosme falls all the same. Surreal making his way out towards heaven. Could catch off a good glimpse of one of these guys, but Smoothie gets taken down from Connector as well. Robin will fall, and it will be a clean sweep with Bubsky getting a 4K to close things out to do favour of Fragsters. Yeah, 16-6. Cryptics is legit friends? Yeah, I know. He's part of the UK scene as well, trust me. Anyway, that's the end of it. Pretty poor scoreline from Epsilon, but I'm not surprised. They played this map once. They haven't played it at all very well. So that is the end of today's Bets.net matches for the EU division. I think that's also done for the CIS side of things today as well. So thank you very much for joining me, and thank you very much for joining us. You can check back here tomorrow, but we should have even more action available. Of course, keep your eyes locked on HLTV and the rest of the social medias for StarLadder to find out when and where to find those matches. But of course, you can also check out my personal Twitter by hitting the exclamation mark caster command. It's the Moobot link, not the StarLadder link. So once again, thank you very much for joining me. And hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Bets.net action.